2, 3, let's switch this up.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel, and if you are new, welcome. Thank you for joining me on my nail journey. Today I'm doing a beginner-friendly Valentine's Day Polygel set. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, so I'm just going to play around with it. Let's get into the video. Also, I didn't prep my nails because these are coming off right after, so I used a layer of cuticle oil and top coat, and then after I went in with a layer of base coat after I applied the tips with using base coat also. Sorry guys, I was out of frame while recording this, and right here I end up going back in with a little bit more polygel because I end up wiping off too much from the bottom. Normally I use a 70% alcohol as a slip solution, and I found that my brush, with this polygel, my brush kept getting clogged up, so I end up switching my brush to a smaller brush, which you will see eventually. The kit did come with a slip solution, which I haven't tried yet, but I'm gonna try using it next time. One thing I love about this polygel is how forgiving it is. Basically, if you make a mistake, you're easily able to go right back in and fix it, because it doesn't dry until it is cured underneath a UV lamp or light. As you can see, I applied too much and I was able to easily just take off as much as I need or add on where needed, and after I was done, I didn't even have to waste my product like I would with acrylic. I just applied it right to the next. Mini story time. I've been using polygel for about 2 years now. Basically, one day I went to the nail salon and I was getting extra long nails done and paying a lot of money for acrylic, and my nails, basically, they weren't lasting more than a week, and I just kept going back and back and back, and then one day I was just like, yeah, this is not it. I went on Amazon, I purchased the kit, and I've been using it ever since then. I'm not the best at shaping nails, so what I did is that as I'm applying the polygel, when I get more closer to the bottom of the nail, I'm using the polygel just to help me define the shape more and to correct any errors that I might have made when cutting the nail down from a stiletto. So this is how my nails look after I am done applying the polygel. I cure for about 60 seconds and I go on with a lint-free wipe and has alcohol in it. Please don't skip this step as you risk the possibility of your client or yourself rubbing their hands on their clothes or their body and picking up lint or any type of dust. My number one tip for a flawless set is neat application. The reason for saying this is because I believe that if you apply your polygel and you make sure your cuticles are cleaned and not over flooding, and that your product is not too thick but not too thin and it's even, you will take less time filing, which will allow more time for designs. As you can see, the only thing I really needed to do was just make sure my cuticles were clean when I filed and that my nail was just buffed. After using my e-file, this is how my nails look. Now I'm just going to take my hand file and I'm just going to define my nail shape. I can't seem to remember the name of this brush, but I dip it in acetone and I use it to scrub my nails just to make sure I get all the extra or leftover dust from in between my crevices, make sure my cuticle is clean, and then I also flip my nails over and just to make sure I got everything from underneath it. As shown, here are the products that I will be using to create today's Valentine's nail art. First, I start by applying a thin layer of base coat. This base coat is by Joyty. Then I take my polish palette and I apply a dot of each color on it, and then I'm gonna go in with a tool and I'm just gonna swirl the colors up. This way it's gonna give me the desired marble effect. I didn't have to use a dot tool because my brush actually has one at the bottom of it, so I went with that. Then I go in with a small flat top brush and I just swipe it upwards in the gel. I'm going to take the desired finger and I'm going to just swirl the gel on top of it. I didn't realize that I was out of frame. Hopefully I come back into frame soon. Alright, bam, here we go. Now as you can see, I just take the brush and I don't even let it touch the nail fully. I just let it I don't know how to describe it, but you just gotta let the brush just ease the gel on without applying too much pressure. One thing I would not recommend while doing marbled nails is, especially when you're using UV gel, is to not use colors that are too similar. For example, I used a hot pink and a neon pink. Now, once I put them out on the palette, I did realize that they were similar, but once they started to blend in after, they were marbled. At that point, they were just too similar where you couldn't really differentiate between which one was the hot pink and which one was the neon pink. Right here, I'm just using a brush with acetone just to clean up around my cuticle because the polish did start to flood as I was moving my hands up and down. Also, when doing marble on gelled nails, once you get the desired look that you're going for, please make sure you either give it a full cure or you flash cure it with a mini UV lamp, because as you keep moving your fingers and decorating the next one, it's going to lose the pattern that it had. As mentioned before, I wasn't too sure of exactly how I wanted the marble to look and what colors I wanted to use, so I honestly was just going with the flow of mixing the polish. At one point I even just started just mixing all of them instead of swiping through it and just seeing how it would look, and then I went back in with a thin liner brush that was coated in white gel polish just to define the white. Marble nails are not supposed to be perfect. What makes them unique is that each nail has its own different marble design. This is how the nails are looking, but I want to add a little bit more of something on it, so I'm going to start by basically I have a little bit of polygel here that I use to attach my gems. I find that easier, and then I just place it where I want my rhinestone to be, which is going to be the middle, and I do that for each nail. pick up a little bit more product. And just continue with that for each nose like that. Then I'm gonna pick up a rhinestone and I'm just going to place it on. That looks so nice. And after each one is on, I'm just gonna go on and cure it in the light. Now I'm just gonna go over each nail with top coat just to make sure that everything stays on. And I'm even gonna put it on top of the rhinestone to give it more shine. And you wanna make sure you get product all on the edges of the nail. And I'm just gonna repeat that step. And my nails look ashy. Don't mind that. This is the final. So this is the final outcome of my nails. I'm just gonna go in with some cuticle oil. And I'm gonna just hope you can see them well. And this is how they're looking.